Hello, my name is Rick Bermani, and this is a presentation of the City of Las Vegas Building and Safety Electronic Plan Submission and Review. We recommend that you use a Google Chrome browser for all our web functions. In order to submit plans electronically, you will need to create a login for the first time. In order to do this, go to the top address bar on your browser and enter lasvegasnevada.gov/dashboard. This will take you to a page where you can either sign into an existing account or create a new account. You can also get to this sign-in page by going to the Building Permits page and scrolling down. Towards the bottom of that page, you will find under the Services a My Permits Dashboard link. By clicking on that link, you will come back to this sign in to your account or create a new account page. If you have not yet signed in to create permits or submit permits online, simply click on the Register a New Account button. This will put up a disclaimer explaining that this is only for building and offsite permits at this time. Simply agree to proceed. The next step will allow you to enter your first name and last name and an email address, and then click on the Sign Up button. In order to confirm that you are using a valid email address to register with us, the system will send you an email. Simply go to your email system and click on the Activate Account button. Doing so will bring you back to our website where you will need to enter a selected password. Enter the password 2 times and then click on the Submit button. That will take you back to your login page by clicking on the Login to your account. Now you can use your email and your password to simply log into your account. Click the Sign In button and you will be taken to an Edit Profile page. This is a profile that you need to create only one time for your new account. Enter your first name and last name, an email address which should already be filled out for you. Next, enter your phone number. At least one phone number is required. You can select the type of phone number as well. Finally, scroll down to find the address section where you can enter your address and then click on the Update Profile Data button. Now that you are logged in and have provided your profile data, look for a menu on the top right corner of the page. This will show your name and have the option to click on My Dashboard. Clicking on My Dashboard takes you to a page where all your building and offsite projects and permits will be listed. The first thing you would do is click on the Apply For area on the left side and then select Building Permits. Clicking on Building Permits will take you to a page where you will need to decide if you are going to submit with plans or without plans. If you're submitting with plans, you will click on the Proceed button underneath the statement My Building Permit Requires Plans. Next, you need to provide the location of the permit. You can do this by selecting an address or a parcel. In this case, we will use address. Enter the street number. You may optionally enter the direction and then the street name. You can enter a portion of the street name as well, but do not enter the suffix like drive or avenue. Next, click on Search. This will bring up a list of qualifying addresses. You can filter the addresses by entering a filter criteria at the top. Next, select the address that you are entering for the permit. Make sure the address is correct and then simply click on Next Step. Next, you will need to enter the project name, an estimated project cost, and then a scope of work. After that, click Next Step. This will bring you to the submittal checklist. Here you can click on the Browse button next to every item in order to attach the file associated with that particular submission item, may it be an application form or a plan. Simply select the file from your computer and then click on the Open button. When submitting any file, we need to know the company or contact information that is responsible for creating that application form or plan. This form pops up after you select the file so that you can specify the name of the company by either finding the company name by the name of the company or by a contractor license number. Once you enter in the name, you can click on Search and a set of results will be returned. In case you find the contact information, you can select it there. Otherwise, you can also enter your own company name information by selecting the checkbox below. Once the company or contractor has been selected, we need to know which contact will be used for plan review comments. You can use your own profile information, and by selecting that checkbox, it will automatically fill out your information, email address, and phone number. Click on the next step and we go back to the application form. Here we will now move on to the next item for your plans. Again, select Browse, pick the file that you need to upload for the next item and open. Again, we need the contact information for this plan file. We go through the same process. You can use the same company name as you used in the previous file and use your profile information for the contact information if that is applicable. Moving on, you can select the third file, and in the case where you have a structural file, you can select that and open it as well. Pick the company name by searching for a particular company. You can see here that you have a portion of the company name specified, which will bring back multiple results. You can select the appropriate result and enter that into the contact information. Again, you can use your own contact information for that. Click on Next Step, and so on. You keep proceeding down through the process. If you are providing structural plans, you may need to provide structural calculations and soil reports. These options will also appear below the structural plan files. Once again, select the structural calculations file from your local computer and open and attach those. You will see a progress bar that proceeds to move when you upload a file. This is because files are being scanned as they are being uploaded for any problems. Please be patient and wait for that progress bar to move forward. Next, if you do not have specific files to upload, simply click the NA button next to the appropriate checklist item. You can do that for all the application file types that you do not need to submit. Once you are done with the checklist, click on Next Step. You will notice that at the top of the form is a status bar that shows you the stage of the application you are at. Currently, you will be at the applicant information stage. So here you need to just simply specify who is the primary applicant for this particular permit. You do that by selecting the appropriate applicant. Next, click on the Next Step button. Finally, you need to confirm all the details of the application. You can, at this stage, edit any of the changes that need to be made before clicking on Next Step to proceed. Finally, you need to acknowledge that you are certifying the applicant of this information is submitted and the application is true and accurate. Please read this acknowledgement, then check the box and click on Next Step. Finally, you are at the final stage of the submission. you will receive a tracking number, which is the application number for your permit, and you can click on pay fees here to go ahead and pay the application fees that are due. You will pay the fees by either adding them to a cart and paying multiple fees at once, or you can simply continue to pay the fees for a single application. You have the option to pay with a debit or credit card or an e-check. In this case, we are picking the credit or debit card payment. You will enter all the information for the credit card, and as you go down the list, simply click on the continue button once all the fields are filled out. After entering all the credit card information, you will get a chance to review the details and then click on submit payment. Then you will receive a confirmation of the payment itself. You can print a receipt in PDF form, and you can then also return to the dashboard. The dashboard will now display the application number that you have entered and the stage of that application. In this case, it is in the intake stage. By clicking on the application number, you will be taken to the permit application status page. Here you will be able to see the details of that particular permit. By scrolling down on the permit application status page, you can click on review information to see the details of the reviews proceeding on that application. You will receive several emails for the payment that you make. You will also receive an email showing that your application has been received. And finally, if there are any outstanding fees that haven't been paid once the reviews are completed, you will see those in an email as well. You can go ahead and pay the fees by clicking on the link in your email. This will bring you back to our website where you will log in and return to your dashboard. From the dashboard, you can simply click on pay fees, go through the payment process like you did previously, and once your payment is processed, you can go back to your dashboard, and now you will see that your application is in review. Once the reviews are completed, you will receive an email if any resubmittals are required. You will also have links in your email to open the files with the review comments. Your status on your dashboard at that time will show that you're waiting for resubmittal, and will also have a link for you to resubmit your plans. Clicking on the resubmit button will take you to a list of required resubmittals. In this case, I need to resubmit architecture plans, so I click on the browse button, and like before, I select the architectural plan from my computer and click on the open button. This will attach the file. I also have the option to place any comments related to the resubmittal and click on the submit button. Once your resubmittal has been completed, you can click on go back to my dashboard. Once your application is approved, you will receive an email saying that the permit fees are due. The amount will be specified in the email. You can go back to your dashboard and see that the status of the application now shows prior to issue. Simply click on the pay fees link and go through the payment process. This will result in another email being sent out to you showing that the permit has now been issued. The permit number will also be in the email. After you have paid the permit fees and you return back to your dashboard, you will see that the application now indicates it is in inspection status. By clicking on the application number, you can go to the permit status page. Scroll down on this page and you can see that you have the option down there to reprint the inspection card or the permit. The permit card is rendered as a PDF and can be printed directly. When you have multiple applications with our system, you will see all your permits listed on your dashboard. When you click on the application number, you will be taken to the permit application status for that application. When you scroll down, you can simply click on the Schedule Inspection button to schedule an inspection. If you have questions or feedback, please contact Yolanda Palomo in the Building and Safety Department.